Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with the friendship series. Today it's NCT Dreams turn, and it's going to be about Jamin and Geno's friendship. So let's see a bit about their energy. I placed Jamin on the left and Jeno on the right. So let's talk a bit about their energies. I believe I have read for Jamin in the past. I have done a general reading for him. I believe I have. I'm not really sure, but I think I have. And he is a Leo sun with a moon in Capricorn, and he has a lot of other Leo placements. So very strong Leo energy. And also Jeno, on the other hand, he is a Taurus sun with a moon in Sagittarius. Um, he also has like the personal planets in Aries, except for I believe it's his Mars that is in Taurus as well. So there's something about Geno's energy. I don't know him very much. It's like I'm still like learning the names and learning the faces. But there's something about something very like upright, something very bright, something very joyful, something very energetic about his what I'm sensing from him. It's like he's not the typical Taurus guy, you know, even though he can be Venusian, he can be very attractive, but there's like a sense of like an inner wisdom and also this need, this hunger to know more, you know, to learn more, to absorb more knowledge, to learn about different ways of improving himself. You know, there's like this very passionate nature inside of him. I think that I found his energy very energetic, that it's a lot actually, because Taurus males, they tend to be a bit like very relaxed, very chill, you know, about themselves. You know, it's like the way they carry themselves is very glamorous, very elegant, and very like fancy, you know. But I believe that inside of him he actually has a lot of passions, and he also, I think that he questions himself a lot. He probably does a lot of like he asks himself a lot of deep questions, you know. It's like he wants to be better, he wants to be better, he wants to connect with knowledge, he's very curious. So this is very interesting. So if we think also about our Jamin's energy, he has a lot of Leo energy, and and if you add this to this moon in Capricorn, definitely I can sense that he's someone that definitely he knows his worth. He knows his attributes. He knows what he brings to the table. And I think that there's something about NCT members in general, that I think that they all have this characteristic, in the sense that I believe that they all have this inner confidence in themselves. It seems like they were selected because of this, because of how much they believe in themselves and how they sell themselves. It's like it doesn't matter if you didn't make it yet. You need to be confident about it. You need to have that attitude. You need to have that drive, you know. And I think that it's not a coincidence that actually the most popular members, or probably the ones that have like a lot of fans, are the ones that have like Leo placements, you know, like being a Leo moon, a Leo rising, a Leo sun. So I think that this is very distinctive when it comes to NCT units in general. I don't know about all of them. I believe I had read for the members of NCT, NCT 127, Wavy, and NCT Dream. Yes, not all of them, but some of them. So, for example, for Geno, this is my first time reading for him. But Jamin, I'm familiar with Jamin's energy. I can see here starting the reading with his side, he got the Chariot, the Five of Wands, and the Justice. So what Jamin's energy is showing me actually is that starting off with the Chariot, definitely he's someone that he, like I mentioned before, he has like a kind of philosophy about work, about himself, about his image. And it's like always move forward. It's like it doesn't matter how hard the road is, or how you transit the hardships, or how you deal with stress. You need to keep moving. You need to keep reminding yourself of why you want, and what are you going to do to achieve it. He's someone that he knows his value. He knows what he brings to the table. So probably he does have this a bit of a cocky attitude, but it's because he knows his worth, and he knows that his heart is in this role of being an idol. I think that he definitely enjoys, um, like, this is more than just a job for him. This is more than just a profession. It's part of who he is. So there's a sense of confidence in him. But definitely what he's showing me here with his perception of Geno's energy is that probably they do have disagreements here with the Five of Wands and the Justice, but I think that they definitely make up at the end. They make up at the end, because I see them like really like trying to be a better version. But definitely I can sense that Jamin here has like some kind of probably very bold statements, or I believe it's both of them, that they go back and forth with opinions, and somehow their opinions or their interactions can get a bit like dramatic or a bit heated. But I think that it's all because it all ends up in them learning to respect each other's point of view. And I think that they both are people that are very stubborn. Let's not forget that Geno is an earth sign, and actually Jamin's moon sign is in an earth sign as well. So you know that Capricorn and Taurus, their energies tend to be very stubborn, very goal orientated. So I think that sometimes Jamin can have this sort of resistance to Geno's ideas, and Geno is also someone that he's not going to fight back directly, but he's just going to stand there, just smiling at you, just like just standing there, this is something that we all need to learn and accept of Taurus energy. The way Taurus energy fights or defend themselves, it's by not moving. So maybe you think that because they are quiet and because they are silent and because they don't do anything, that they are going to let you run them over. And actually, no. I believe that Taurus has like this great resistance. So if they don't agree to something, they will not make a huge fuss about it, but they will just remain calm there, and you will not be able to move them. So I think that this is but what is showing me, what Jamin's energy actually showing me here, is that these kinds of disagreements actually help them like balance each other energy. I think that in this sense it has allowed him to connect with being more just, be more fair, like to consider the other person points of view, not to be so self-centered. There's something about his pride, because the first card that he has is the Chariot. So probably, like I mentioned, he does have a sort of attitude where he has this kind of perception of like, oh, I'm going to get my way, or I'm going to get what I want. So I think that probably with Geno, it's like it's a kind of relationship, and it's a kind of interaction that you need to work on, that you need to pay, that you need to pay efforts, and I think that the fact that the justice is here, it means that it allows him to be more balanced. It allows him to consider the other part, to consider other people, because sometimes I believe he does forget about the others. It's like he is very generous because Leos are generous, but sometimes he's so focused on, like, for example, like reminding others, like, oh, this was my idea, for example, and it's like it doesn't matter at the end. What matters is that they are all putting the effort. It doesn't matter who came up with the idea first, but I think that he definitely does find like a sort of balance and a sort of harmony and with his interactions with Geno. I think that there's a correspondency here. There's like, because the justice also rules Libra, so you know that Libra is all about considering the other, and it's like you, without the other person feedback, you cannot know exactly what you're doing wrong or what you need to improve in yourself. You need the other person, you need the other part to mirror you what you are doing wrong, or probably what you need to fix, or what you're doing great. So I think that in his connection with Geno, he's learning to balance himself, and he's learning to be more fair. So in Geno's side, he got the Eight of Wands, the Temperance, and the High Priestess. So like I mentioned, there's like a lot of inner wisdom in Geno. I think that he got two major arcanas. Jamin also got them, but I think that definitely Geno is going through some kind of transformation. He's going inwards. He's trying to heal some things from his past. I don't know what is it, but he's trying to be more mindful. I think that probably Geno also has like, he has his moments where probably in intimacy he's someone that he also can get a bit like stubborn and inflexible, and sometimes it seems like he can be a bit harsh with people, and he just moves on. He doesn't realize that he can be harsh, or that maybe his words or his actions are a bit harsh in the perspective of others. So he's now trying to also find a balance and some kind of healing in himself. Like he's connecting more with his feminine side. He's connecting more with his inner wisdom. He's like, okay, I need to learn more about myself. Because if I learn more about myself, I can control myself. Because there's also like a feeling in the case of Geno, I believe that there's like this inner rush inside of him. Like he just doesn't know how to handle this, but sometimes he just wants to run away. Probably from responsibilities, from hardships, from... It's like, it seems like he wants to evade reality sometimes. And this probably has to do with his moon in Sagittarius. Sometimes he just wants to just travel and go and just go away, for a while to recharge energies. And I think that he's finding that kind of exercise is a bit difficult right now. So he needs to find tools or ways to actually heal himself. So I think that probably like doing meditation or doing some kind of therapy or doing some kind of activity that allows him to connect with himself. I think that he's very self-aware. There's something about him that is very, gives me very spiritual vibes. And I don't know why, but I think that probably he had talked to Jamin about this, because if we end this with the high priestess, it means that this process that he's going through, that is very personal, he had talked to someone about this, but not he's like keeping it to himself. It's not like everyone knows about it. So probably, since we are talking about his relationship with Jamin, probably he had shared these concerns that he has with Jamin, because he wants to know. He also needs from the others feedback. He also wants to be a better version of himself. He wants to be better, so he needs someone to give him some kind of feedback, to be like, okay, I think that you are right here, I think that you are wrong here. I think that he needs this kind of guidance, and actually he's looking for this in this soul journey that he wants to do. And then the relationship as an overall, they got the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower in reversed, and the Hierophant. So yes, it seems like definitely they are not worried about finances when it comes to how the group is doing, like financially. But here with the Tower in reversed and the Hierophant, definitely there's something about the company. I know that I always mention this with, I don't know what is it about SM and YG, but it's uncomfortable. I don't know why. But it seems like there's this sense of insatisfaction, actually, because starting off with the Queen of Pentacles, definitely showing me that money has been made, like there's transactions here, like the group is doing well when it comes to numbers. But then we have the Tower here in reverse, and next to this there's the card of the Hierophant. So there's something about the management. There's something about the way the group is being managed, that it seems like the resources never get to where they are supposed to go. And what I mean by this is probably that they are a bit worried about them having like a proper comeback. Probably there's something about resources, or there's something about the quality of certain promotions that actually they feel like they should get like more budget. They feel like they had they have like a strong base of fans, and the fans are providing and the fans are helping, but they feel like they are like in debt, like they owe something to the fans, like probably, I don't know, the promotion, or there was something about the quality of the albums or the quality of the music. There's something that they are not satisfied about. And it seems like it's not the first time that it happens to this group. I don't know how long they had been around, how long is this group, but it seems like they feel like somehow money fades away, and that money just evaporates and no one knows where it goes. And this is where I can see the interference of the company. Like, I think that SM is going to drop some bombs at some point. I think that they are not playing fair here, especially with their artists. I think that they are very exuberant with some artists, but being exuberant and being like all over the top with a budget for a certain artist, it equals to leaving other groups without a penny. So there's something here that doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel like, and I feel like the tower being reversed, it means that probably there are a lot of things that are supposed to come to an end, probably like the bad management, or certain lies, or certain deals that are not very clear or are not very ethical. they should be able to already be coming out to the light, and people should know about this. But I think that somehow someone is interfering here, and someone is like spending money so they can cover a few things, so they can avoid the company from actually facing some consequences. I think that when it comes to the group and what they are showing me here is that they wish that the company would pay more attention to them, and that they would actually give them like I don't know if it is more promotion, I don't know if it is like fancier MVs or fancier or more like or probably like more songs or something like that. I'm not sure because I don't follow the group, so I don't know what they are showing me here. But I think that what actually they are worried about their financial stability as a group. They are worried because they don't see themselves as a failure. They think that they are successful. At least this is the feedback that they also get from the fans. The fans also let them know that they are making a lot of efforts to actually get the voice and get the group to have some kind of recognition. But somehow it seems like for them it's not easy to get this recognition. It seems like they get the audience attention, they get the views, they get the responses, but somehow it's never enough. It's like those money that they win or that they collect for themselves doesn't provide them for a brighter future. It's not like they are like investing that money to get them like, I don't know, higher qualities of the things that they need for the next comeback or for the next release. It seems like they are being given almost like leftovers, and this is why I think that the tower is in reverse, because they were promised that things would change, but time is passing by and they are still in the same stage. So this is why I think that probably they have these differences of opinion, or probably they have this very strong combative energy inside of them, because they feel a bit unsettled. They feel a bit like awkward, like they are not 100% sure about what's going to happen to them. There's a sense of uncertainty. I think that obviously what I'm sensing here is that it has nothing to do with them. Actually, it's the management of the agency, of the company, and they are not the only artists that suffer this. Actually, there are a lot of artists that do feel the same. So this is why I think that it's an issue that is because of the company. It's not because of the artist. It's a kind of it's like a behavior. It's a pattern of behavior that they have, where sometimes they put the artist very, very high up, and they really invest everything that they own on making those artists shine or that group shine. And then all of a sudden, then they make them disappear almost. And you're like, okay, where are they? And this is where fans start to get a bit uncomfortable, and the fans start to demand the company to give the voice more attention. And I think that this is the case with them as well. There's a sense of like them knowing that they are doing their job. This is why I think that it's very important that them as people and artists, that they know that they are doing their job correctly, and that they are like very stable people, that they are very hardworking and they are very talented. They always show up on time. They always do what they gotta do. They are very responsible. It's just that the company is a bit like, there's something here that it's not organized. It's a bit like confusing and chaotic. But I guess we will hear news about them. But they are working on themselves. They know they cannot stop working on themselves. That the only way that they can fight this frustration is to keep working and improving themselves and their skills. This is all that they have available for now. So yes, guys, this is all I have for the two of them. I would love to hear from you, because I want to see what you feel about this, because I don't know the guys. So I would appreciate if the fans can actually let me know what's the history behind NCT Dream and these members, because I don't know them. I just, it's the first time that I connect, at least with Geno. With Jamin, I believe I connected before, but with Geno is the first time. So thank you so much for being here, guys, and for recommending me this duo. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.